Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. I'm Spokane Steve. I'll bring you today's game between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. Left-hander Fritz Peterson will take the mound for the Yankees. Righty Camilo Pascal will take the mound for the Twins. Let's see how they've done in our replay so far. First of all, let's check the records. The Yankees 7-16 in last place, a game behind the Angels. And the Twins at 13-6. With the Orioles lost the other day, the Twins moved to within 2.5 games of the lead. The Athletics 4.5 back. Let's check the stats of today's starting pitchers. Peterson, as you can see, comes into the game with an 0-3 record, 4.44 ERA on the season. This is his 5th start. He's made 1 relief appearance. For Pascal, 1-2 with a 3.53 ERA. This will be his 6th start. He has 1 complete game. It was a shutout. So that is the starting pitchers. A little Gregory McNary, welcome, sir. He is not impressed with batting practice today. And there's Ben. Welcome, Ben. Let me refresh this so I can see everything. See who is all here. Okay, we may have an interruption here. Mookie is on the loose. He had his nap early today. And he is being a kitten, basically. So if he gets too involved with the game table, I'll have to take a moment and put him in the other room, because he gets pretty crazy with the dice, you know. He wants to roll the dice. Okay. We're going to have a game here. Let's get you the Yankees lineup. We'll get started. Roy White will lead it off in left field. Bobby Richardson is at second base, hitting second. Mickey Mantle, the Mick, batting third, playing center. Joe Pepitone in the cleanup spot at first base. Tom Tresh down at third, bats fifth. Roger Maris in right field, hits sixth. Clete Boyer at shortstop, hits seventh. Elston Howard, the catcher, hits 8th, and Peterson, the pitcher, batting 9th. For the Twins, Earl Batty will do the catching. Harmon Killebrew is over at first base today. Bernie Allen at second. Cesar Tovar at short once again, another day off for Versailles. And Rich Rollins plays third. A rare start for Rollins, with Killebrew moving to first and Mincher getting a day off. The outfield left to right, Allison in left, Costco in center, and Tony Oliva's back in the lineup in right. So that pretty much lays it out for you. Let's see what we got here. Pascal's ready to work. Roy White steps in. Having trouble seeing today, bear with me. Good grief. Okay, I'm going to try something here. Little too much outside light. That is not helping me. Okay, that's better. Roy White batting .263 on the season, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. White, a switch hitter, batting left-handed against Pascal, and here's the windup in the first pitch of the day. That's going to be a foul ball. That'll be a re-roll as we got a red dice down. I've got it. Pascal rubs up a new ball. Pitch to White is a 2-2 right-handed, base hit into left field. White drives it the other way for a leadoff single, and we are underway. White, a star 15 stealer. Let's check that battery now. It's going to be Pascal with a poor hold, a +4. Batty, no help with the 0 arm, so White would be a 19 not held. Held, he's a 17, and he's going to try for that lead. A lot of opportunities to get it, 2 through 8, 11, and 12. On a 5, he's got the lead. The pitch to Richardson. Here he goes, 1-17. Batty's throw. He's stolen it. Stolen base for Roy White. Okay, for White, that's his 3rd steal of the season. And here's the next pitch to Richardson, who came into the game hitting .314. 3-6 right-handed. That's a base hit into right field. That's an open single. White can attempt to score on that. He's a 16. We'll leave it with a -2 arm, makes him a 14. And with nobody out, they're going to hold him up and have runners at the corners with nobody out. That was tempting, pretty close there. Richardson, no threat to steal. But you've got the heart of the order coming up. Hate to get thrown out at the plate when you've got Mickey Mantle standing in the box. Speaking of Mantle, he comes in at .258, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. Switch hitter, batting left-handed, of course. Infield at double play depth is Pascal from the stretch. The pitch to Mantle is a 4-8 left-handed. That's a base hit into center. That's going to drive in White. An RBI single. Richardson can try to go to 3rd on that. He's a 14. Costco a 0. He will also hold up. Playing it conservatively here. It's an RBI single for Mickey Mantle. White crosses the plate for Mantle, his 12th RBI of the season. And here's Joe Pepitone. For the want of a shortstop. I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. First and second, nobody out. Double play depth for the Twins. And here's the pitch to Joe Pepitone. Wait a minute. Pepitone comes in hitting .247. His 3 home runs and 15 RBIs, 6 extra base hits in total. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. From the stretch, it's a 2-6, and that's going to be for extra bases. Ripped into the right center gap, triple to 3 on an 8. It will be a double. Richardson's going to score. Mantle can try to score. The play is to center, where Costco's a 0. Mantle will 1-12. He will also hold up. So an RBI single for Pepitone makes it 2-0. And there has not. Pascal set now. The pitch to Tresh is a 2-7 right-handed. That's a grounder to second base. That's going to get another run in as Allen has it. Fires to Killebrew. And that's going to allow Mantle to score. Tresh picks up an RBI on that. Pepitone takes 3rd on the play, and that's just the first out of the inning. It's 3-0. All right, Greg, well, welcome. Is this your first time in the chat? I don't recognize the name. Of course, I'm pretty old, so that doesn't mean much. If I've forgotten, I beg your pardon. Okay, 3-0, a man on 3rd. Maris at bat. They're going to go ahead and I'm going to let the dice decide. I can never decide infield in the first inning. 1-3, it'll be in. Infield will remain back as Roger Maris comes to bat. Roger Maris hitting just .150. 12 for 80 on the season. 1 homer, 10 RBIs. Left-handed hitter. Oh my God, and there goes Mookie. Left-handed hitter. Pascal of the pitch. It's a 5'9" left-handed. A grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Tovar, 40-42. Hold your breath on this one. Here's the play on an 18. He makes the play, but another run will score. So Tovar, the 6'3" put out on the X chart, that scores Pepitone and makes it 4-0. So the Yankees all over Pascal here in the first. I'm not sure if it's Pascal or Pasquale. I've been calling him Pascal. Here's Clete Boyer now. Boyer hitting .235, 3 homers, 8 are attempting to reconnect. All right, bear with me. We're having technical difficulties. Hang on just a second. Let's see what we've got now. How's that, Ben? Are we back? Sorry, guys. When I looked at the camera, it said connecting issues, attempting to reconnect. How about Franklin, Ben, anyone? Are we back now? I'm seeing it now. Franklin, are you still seeing something weird, or are we back to normal? I'm showing normal on this end. I'm going to go ahead and give you the Twins lineup, and then we'll see what happens. So can you hear me? Can you see the scorecard? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, we're back. Thank you, Franklin. Here's the Minnesota lineup. It's going to be Cesar Tovar leading off at short. Rich Rollins will play third base and bat second. Tony Oliva in the 3 spot in right field. Andy Costco in center hitting cleanup. Harmon Killebrew over at first base hitting fifth. Bob Allison in left field sixth. Earl Batty, the catcher, bats seventh. Bernie Allen at second base hits eighth. And Pascal, the pitcher, hitting ninth. The Yankees defensively have Elston Howard doing the catching. Joe Pepitone at first. Richardson and Boyer up the middle with Tresh down at third. And the outfield left to right of White, Mantle, and Maris. Now, a few minutes ago, I said for the want of a shortstop. Okay, you look at this Yankee team. They had nobody to play short, so they moved Boyer to play short. But if they just had even an adequate shortstop, you could have put Boyer back at third, where he's a 1E21. Instead, they have Tresh there at a 3E23. That could have put Tresh back in left or even in center, for that matter. He's a 1E6 minus 1 in left. Now, granted, you'd have to figure out how to get White, Mantle, and Maris in the lineup all at the same time, and they're all 3 outfielders. Yeah, I can kind of see the problem there. They wanted to get all those bats in the lineup. The only way to do it was to have Boyer be the shortstop. And make no mistake about it, he's their best shortstop at a 3E19. They just acquired Schofield, but he hasn't started yet. That's Dick Schofield. That's pretty funny, Craig. Twins have been a pretty good hitting ball club. The Yankees have struggled to score. The most amazing thing about this Twins team, though, is they lead the American League in team ERA, 3.15 as a team. Very impressive. Okay, Peterson's ready to work now. Cesar Tovar will lead it off. Tovar hitting just 129, 4 for 31. Does not have an RBI. He's been filling in where needed. He's played in 11 ball games, so the left-hander ready to work now. Here's the pitch to Tovar at a 1-8. It's a comebacker. Peterson has it over to Pepitone, 1 down. Here's Rich Rollins now. Rollins also has not played much. He's only been in 2 ball games. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, so I'm guessing he pinch hit both times, obviously. Getting his first start of the 66 season today at third base. Well, let's look at his card. Since it's his first start, he ended up playing decent amount, 269 at bats. Batted .245, had 10 home runs, slugged .390. 40 runs batted in. Looks to me like he's a little better against lefties, but not dramatically so. Peterson into the windup. Pitch to Rollins is a 6'10 right-hander. That's a fly to center field X. That's going to be Mantle. Mantle is a 4-E3 on his horse now. Here's the play. On a 2, he's not going to get that. That's going to roll to the wall for extra bases, and Rollins is in standing with a 1-out double. So Rollins' first start of the year. He jumps right on it with a 1-out double. And here's Tony Oliva. Oliva had a day off in the first game of this series, a short 2-game series between these two clubs. Oliva on the season batting .268, 3 home runs, a dozen RBIs, trying to pick up Rollins here. Left on left as Peterson comes set. Here's the pitch on a 5-8. He pops him up on the right side. That's going to be Richardson making the catch. And hang on a second now. Okay, Mookie, you got to be good if you're going to be up here. The regulars know about this, but for Greg and anyone else's benefit, I've had a new kitten for, almost 2 weeks now. And you know how kittens are. Here's Andy Costco. Costco just 3 for 25. That's 120. So Costco off to a very poor start to his season. Runner at second, 2 down. Peterson with the windup. Pitch to Costco is a 5-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to third base X. That's going to be Tresh, a 3-E23. Tresh dives towards the line. Here's the result. It's the E range. A 6 on a 23, and it's off his glove. That's going to go as an error. Error on Tom Tresh. Rollins holds at third. So thanks to the error, the Twins have runners at the corners and 2 away, and Harmon Killebrew will get to bat this inning. Killebrew hitting .324, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Peterson staring in now, checks the runners, from the stretch delivers. A 2-9 left-handed, he struck him out. And down go the Twins in the first, and they strand 2. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on. 1 inning completed is 4-0 Yankees. Make no mistake about it, the Yankees badly need a win here. Here's Pascal getting loose. It'll be Howard, Peterson, and White for the Yankees in the second inning. Excuse me, Elston Howard on the season, hitting at .250, 17 for 68, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Pascal gets the sign. Here's the windup. Pitch to Howard, a 1-7 right-handed. Right in his good column, he hits a little 2-hopper to short. Tovar is on it. Throws him out, and there's 1 down. Here's Peterson now. Fritz Peterson was a switch hitter, so he'll bat left-handed against Pascal. 3W. Here's the pitch. 2-5 struck him out. So Pascal, albeit facing the bottom of the order, looking much better than he did in the first inning. And here's Roy White, who singled and scored his first time up, batting left-handed. Pascal with the windup and the pitch. It's a 3-7 right-handed, and he walks him. So a 2-out walk to white, and we know what that means. He'll be held on. He's a 17 held, and he's going to try for the lead again. Why not? Why wouldn't you? 2 through 8, 11, and 12. On a 9, he does not establish the lead. What would he be on this back number? He would be 13 plus 4, 17 minus 4, 13. So he's still a 1 through 13. Held on, and the next pitch to Bobby Richardson. 1-9 right-handed is a little two-hopper to second. Bernie Allen has it. Flips to Killebrew, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. He was a swinger, wasn't he, Greg? You know, Franklin, I can't answer that. Can anyone else answer Franklin's question? In 66, did they have the MLB logo yet? My guess would be no, but it's just a guess. You've got to remember that big advertising really only started taking hold in the latter half of the 50s. Pretty much coinciding with the mass popularity of television, not surprisingly. Okay, I've got my coffee. Might need a refill today, I'll tell you that. Trying to snap out of it, feeling kind of sluggish today, guys, and I apologize for that. I've been having some back problems. I'm back into the chiropractic bullshit again, for lack of a better word. And, the results less than stimulating so far. So the point being, it made for a rocky night's sleep. Thank you, Greg, for the quick research there. Google saying 1969. We go to the bottom of the second in this one. Bob Allison to lead it off. Allison hitting just 167, 5 for 30. No homers, 2 ribbies. Peterson into the windup now. Here's the pitch to Bob. It's a 2-12 left-handed. He rips a line drive right into the glove of Bobby Richardson for the first out. So Allison hit it on the screws, but right at Richardson, who doesn't miss many. And here's Earl Batty. Batty, the team captain of the Twins. And the catcher, the righty, hitting 298. 2 home runs and a team-leading 16 RBIs. Actually, he's tied with Jimmy Hall with 16 RBIs for the team lead. Peterson set now. There's the windup and the pitch. It's a 5-8 right-handed, but it's a lazy fly ball into center field. Mantle to his left and hauls it in, 2 down. And here is Bernie Allen, the left-handed hitting second baseman for the Twins. Allen comes in at 280. No home runs, but 9 RBIs. He does have 7 doubles and a pair of triples. Left on left as Peterson delivers to the plate on a 3-11 left-handed. It's a foul ball behind the plate. Elston Howard going back, drops the mask, and puts it away to retire the side. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Fritz Peterson. So Peterson staked to a 4-run lead right away, and he looks on the money today through 2. It's 4-0 Yankees. Ah, that makes sense, Franklin. Yeah, when they broke to divisional play. And in 68, they after the 68 season, they lowered the mound. So clearly, to me anyway, this was a concerted effort to market better, right? Put a better product out, or maybe not a better product, but let's put it another way, a more popular product, a product that would put more butts in the seats. Create more offense to the lowered mound, put more teams in the pennant race with the divisional alignment and an extra round of playoffs. And it's been all downhill ever since. Maybe not. I shouldn't say that, but it kind of feels that way. Pascal ready to work in the third. It'll be the heart of the order for New York. That's Mantle, Pepitone, and Tresh. Mantle singled in a run and scored his first time up. Pascal into the windup. Pitch to the Mick is a 5-6 left-handed. That's a fly ball into center field. Backing up is Costco. He's there to make the catch for the out. And here's Pepitone now. Pepitone doubled, drove in a run, and scored himself. In the first inning, of course. Here's the pitch from Pascal now to Pepitone. It's a 3-7, right-handed. It's a grounder to the left of short. Tovar scoops it up, fires in one motion, in time for the out. So Tovar's done a nice job so far filling in for Versailles at short. And here's Tom Tresh. Tresh 0 for 1, batting left-handed. That's going to be a 4-8 lefty. It's a base hit right up the middle, so a solidly hit single into center field. Tresh will round and hold at first. Tresh not a big base stealer. 13 plus the 4. He'd be a 17 here, though. Already trailing by 4. They're going to hold him on and not take any chances. He'll be a 15. He's not a star stealer. And he's got that 11 automatic caught. So the Yankees will go ahead and let Maris swing away. Maris is 0 for 1. Pascal from the stretch. Pitch to Maris is a 6-8 left-hander. That's going to be over the bag and down the right field line. Oh my goodness. Bouncing around in the corner. Oliva chasing it down. Tresh rounding. Tresh is going to come in to score. Maris is going for third. The throw. He's in there with an RBI triple. Holy crap. Let's take another look at that one. 6-8 lefty. Triple to 10. Just barely got it on the 10. And it's 5-0 Yankees on a 2-out triple. Actually, both hits were with 2 outs. A 2-out single by Tresh, followed by a Maris triple. So the Yankees have unlocked the bats today. Remember I said earlier they've had some trouble scoring this season. Came into the game with a 237 team average. And here's Cleet Boyer now. Runner on third, 2 down. Pitch from Pascal is a 3-9 right-handed. That's a 2-hopper down to third base. That's Rollins. Throws across in time, and the side is retired. But the Yankees tack one on 2 hits. Leave a man standing at third. And they take a 5-0 lead into the bottom of the third. So how the hell is everyone today? How's your Sunday going? Again, happy Father's Day to all the dads. Kind of a slow, lazy Sunday for me. I'm trying to psych myself up. The pitcher, Pascal, will lead it off in the bottom of the third for the Twins. Pascal, a right-handed hitter. 3W. The pitch from Fritz Peterson is a 5-10 right-hander. It's a lazy, shallow fly into left field. White coming on fast now. Just does catch up with it for the out. So White, playing the pitcher shallow to begin with, still had to come in a ways for that one. And here's Tovar. Tovar 0 for 1 today. Peterson delivers a 1-3. It's a little grounder to first base. Pepitone will take it to the bag himself. And quickly there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Rollins. Rollins doubled his first time up. The only Minnesota hit so far off of Peterson. Peterson checks the sign now. The windup, the pitch to Rollins is a 5-7 right-handed base hit into right field. Rollins reaches out and drives it the other way. And Rich Rollins is 2 for 2. So Rollins getting his first start of the year. He's making the most of it. And that'll get Tony Oliva up to the plate. Oliva just 3 home runs so far. Let's see what he hit in real life. 25 he hit that year, and he batted .307. So a little bit of a subpar start for Tony Oliva. Not completely miserable, but not quite playing up to the card just yet. Left on left as Peterson checks the runner now from the stretch. That's going to be a 2-10 left-handed. That one does indeed count. It's a grounder to short. Boyer shovels it to Richardson for the force, and that will do it. My rule for newcomers, of course, if it's flat and on the table, it counts. Has to be flat, though. You know, Franklin, thank you, my friend. I expect no less of you. You know, in fact, I was waiting for that one. Usually you throw pitches right over my head, but that one I was laying in wait for. And still just fouled it off. Just kidding. Okay, we're going to the 4th inning here. 5-0 Yankees. Been all Yankees so far. Howard, Peterson, and White due for New York. Here's Elston now 0 for 1. Pascal gets the sign. Delivers a 3-8 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Howard down on strikes. For Pascal, it's his 3rd K of the game. And that will bring up the pitcher, Peterson. Peterson, once again, a switch hitter. He'll be batting left-handed against Pascal. And here's the pitch. It's a 1-6 little 2-hopper to short. Tovar has it. Throws across in plenty of time, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Roy White. White has not been retired today. Singled in the first, walked in the second. Batting left-handed. Pascal to wind up. The pitch is a 1-6 right-handed. It's a fly ball into center field. Can of corn for Costco. Barely has to move. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Pascal. So Pascal settled down after a rocky first inning. But he trails 5-0. Here's Peterson now. Peterson just humming along so far in this game. He'll be facing the K-Boys, Costco and Killebrew, and Bob Allison. Costco 0 for 1, reached on an error in the first. Right-handed batter. Pitch from Peterson is a 5-6 right-handed. It's a grounder to third base. Tresh to his left. Nice play on that one. Throw is across to nail him. And there's 1 out. And here's Big Harmon Killebrew. Struck out with a big swing in the first inning. As mentioned before, Killebrew came into the game hitting .324, but just 3 home runs so far, which is kind of surprising. The Twins playing their 20th game today. Peterson, the lefty, winds and deals. It's a 6-4 right-handed. Catcher's card X. That's going to be Elston Howard. Howard, in his late 30s by this point, still a fine defender at a 2.E6, and there's the play. On an 18, it's a foul out to the catcher, and there's 2 away. Foul out to the catcher X, and that'll bring up Bob Allison. Allison with really good power against lefties. Not much going on this card against righties, but he's facing a left-hander today. Peterson comes in with the pitch on a 6-8, and that on a 5. It's a 1. That's going to be down and rolled to the wall. Picking it up is Mantle. Allison round second, headed for third, and he is in with a triple. And what do you know? We were just talking about triples the other day. There was a lengthy message from Bob Cole after the game. I am way ahead of the triples pace in Major League Baseball in this replay. That's our second triple of this game. So for some reason, a lot of triples. And here's Earl Batty, runner on third, 2 away. Twins trying to get on the board. Peterson checks the runner at third. Now the full windup. Pitch to Earl's a 2-3, and he hits him. Oh my goodness. That one must have got away. I don't think there was any intent there, but Batty will take his base. He still doesn't look too happy about it. Trainer's coming out. He says he's okay. All right, now the situation, first and third, 2 down. Here's Bernie Allen. Allen's 0 for 1. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Franklin. I'm going to have to look for that now. Honestly, I never paid much attention to it. The logo, I mean, not the batting stance. Okay, here's Allen with 2 down, left on left. Peterson from the stretch. 4-7 left-handed, and that is ripped into right center for extra bases. Here comes Allison. He can walk home. Batty with poor speed will be held up at third. It's an RBI double for Bernie Allen, and Twins are on the board. So the hit batter comes back to bite Peterson. It's 5-1, and here's Pascal. Peterson trying to use the pitcher to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch on a 3-3. It's a grounder to first. Easy play for Pepitone. He'll take it himself, and that will retire the side. The Twins do score a run on 2 hits. They leave a pair, however. And after 4 complete here in Minnesota, it's Yankees 5, Twins 1. In the modern game, he'd probably pinch hit for the pitcher at the bottom of the 4th. You have to remember, though, in the 60s, they didn't play it that way. Pascal was close to getting knocked out, but he's settled down considerably. He'll be facing Richardson, Mantle, and Pepitone here in the 5th. Bobby Richardson 1 for 2 today. Here's the windup. Pitch from Pascal is a 6-6, and he walks him ball 4. So a leadoff walk issued to Bobby Richardson. And we got the same situation, a 17. They are going to not hold him. With a 9 automatic caught, leading by 4, there is no point in him getting picked off. So Mickey Mantle will swing away. The Mick 1 for 2 today. Pascal checks the runner. Now from the stretch delivers a 6-6 grounder to second base. That's going to be 2. Allen has it, shovels it to Tovar. Over to Killebrew, double play. So the pitcher's best friend after the leadoff walk, and we've got 2 outs, nobody on, and Joe Pepitone the batter. Pepitone's 1 for 2 today. Pascal into the windup now. 4-9 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on thanks to the double play. And it's still 5-1. Here's Fritz Peterson now. Peterson rated 7 for starter endurance. We're in the 5th. Top of the order for Minnesota. It'll be Tovar, Rollins, and Oliva. Caesar's 0 for 2 today. Peterson gets the sign from Elston Howard. Now here's the pitch. It's going to be a 6-6 right-handed. It's a fly ball into left field, playable for White. White ranging towards the line and hauls it in for the first out. And here's Rich Rollins. Rollins, in his first start of the 66 season, having himself a day so far. He's 2 for 2. Peterson gets the sign. There's the pitch. It's going to be a 5-7 right-handed, and that is laced into left field. A sharply hit single. And how about this Rich Rollins? He's 3 for 3 today. No threat to run. The batter will be Tony Oliva. Oliva's 0 for 2. Left on left now as Peterson comes from the stretch. On a 4-8 left-handed, it's a liner right into the glove of Tresh. Throws to first, Rollins back in time. Hang on, I'm out of whack there after that technical difficulty. So 2 down, a runner on first. It'll be up to Andy Costco. Peterson from the stretch. 5-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to third base X. That's going to be Tresh again. Tresh, a 3E23, ranging to his left now. Here's the play on a 20. He's there. Throws him out, and that will do it. Nice play, Tom Tresh. 5-3X will record the out. No runs a hit, 1 left. And we're through 5 innings here. It's 5-1 New York. For Pascal now, rated 6 for endurance, this will be his first inning of potential fatigue. However, he's looked pretty good since the first. Let's see what happens as Tom Tresh comes up. Tresh is 1 for 2, batting left-handed. Pascal with the pitch. That's going to be a 3-7 right-handed. Base hit up the middle. Solid leadoff single for Tresh. He's 2 for 3. Same situation again. 13-17. He's got the 11. They're going to not hold him. Let's test this. See if he can get the lead 5-6 without being caught. Whew, he just missed the 11. With a 10, he would have been a dead duck. As it is, he does not get the lead. And here's the next pitch to Roger Maris. 5-10 left-handed is a grounder to shortstop X. That could be 2, but remember, Tovar is not Versailles. He's a 4E42. Here's the play. It's the E rating. It's a 7 on a 42, and he boots it. Error Tovar. So Tovar boots a potential double play ball. And the Yankees have first and second and nobody out. First error of the game for Minnesota. And the batter will be Boyer. Now there's action in the Minnesota pen. Jim Merritt, the left-hander. Dave Boswell, the long man righty, joins him. And here's Clete Boyer. First and second, nobody out. Pascal from the stretch. It's going to be a 3-6 right-handed, and he walks him to load the bases. And here comes Mealy, and that's going to be it for Pascal. The error doesn't count against him. He technically needs 1 more hit or walk to be fatigued, but Mealy's not waiting around for that. He's loaded the bases here with nobody out. And they're going to go to the lefty Jim Merritt now. So Pascal came into the game with a nice ERA, although a 1-2 record. He had a rough day here. He ends up going just 5+. 4, 6, 7 hits allowed, 5 runs so far. He walked 3 and struck out 4. And in jogs Jim Merritt. Merritt, fine as a gentleman as you'd ever want to meet, and I'm speaking from first-hand experience here. Left-handed pitcher. Let's check his replay mark. He's been in 4 ball games. He's 1-0 with 1 save. He's pitched 3 scoreless innings. In real life, 144 innings, solid 3.38 ERA, starter reliever. Merritt would later go on to be a 20-game winner for the Cincinnati Reds, I believe. If I'm wrong about that one, please correct me. I'm pretty sure it was Cincinnati. Bases juiced. Elston Howard standing up there. Infield at double play depth. Merritt's ready to work now. The windup and the pitch on a 2-2. He lines it into a frickin' triple play. Oh my God, look at that, would you? 2-2, line out to the max. Holy cow, you talk about a miracle worker. Merritt comes in with the bases loaded, nobody out, and serves up a triple play. I think I had one other triple play in this replay. I'm not 100% positive about that. I almost said that's the first one of the replay, but thinking about it for a second, I don't think it is. I think that's the second one. Anyway, that was exciting and extremely rare. No runs a hit, nobody left. Jim Merritt comes in and cools the Jets. It's still 5-1 Yankees as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Right, Greg? Oh my goodness. And again, couldn't happen to a nicer gentleman. It'll be Killebrew, Allison, and Batty due for the Twins here in the bottom of the inning. Killebrew 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from Fritz Peterson. That's going to be a 6-3 right-handed fly ball to left field X. White's on his horse. He's a 4E15 out there. Hold your breath on this one. Here's the play. On a 9 error rating, it's that dreaded 5. On a 15, 2-base error, Roy White. Second New York error of the game. Killebrew winds up on second. I seem to roll a lot of those 5s. The total of the 2 red die, of course, on the X chart. Here's Bob Allison now, 1 for 2. Tripled and scored the only Minnesota run back in the 4th. Yankees with a 4-run lead will play back. As Peterson delivers to Allison on a 3-6 left-handed grounder to the pitcher B. Peterson fields it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. I want to double check that. Runner on second. Ground ball B. Runner holds. That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check that. Okay, 1 down, and here's Batty. 0 for 1 was drilled by a pitch in the 4th. Peterson comes to the plate now. 3-11 left-handed. It's a foul ball, left side. Infield fly rule. That's going to be drifting into foul territory to put it away for the second out. So Fritz Peterson retired too quickly after the error, and now it's up to Bernie Allen. Allen drove in the Twins' only run so far today. 1 for 2. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Peterson on a 3-7 fly ball into center field. That's Mantle. Barely has to move, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, a man left on. We're through 6 innings, 5-1 New York. So the scoring has calmed down since the early going. Pitchers have taken control. Jim Merritt will come out again. And Fritz Peterson, a switch-hitting pitcher, will turn around and bat right-handed. Merritt with the pitch. 2-6, struck him out. So Peterson down on strikes for the second time this afternoon, and we go to the top of the lineup and Roy White. White also a switch hitter. He'll turn around and hit righty against Merritt. White's 1 for 2 today with a walk. Merritt into the windup. Pitch to White is a 1-8, swung on and missed, strike 3. How about this Jim Merritt? Comes in to get a triple play in the 6th, and then begins the 7th with 2 strikeouts. And that'll bring up Bobby Richardson. Richardson's 1 for 2 with a walk. Merritt staring in now. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-10 right-handed, a grounder to shortstop X. That's Tovar, a 4E42. Here's the roll on the play. On a 15, he's got it. Plants and throws in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Merritt. And as we stretch for the 7th, it's 5-1 Yankees. Peterson in S7 for endurance. This will be his first inning of potential fatigue. And we're going to take a short 7th inning break. Very, very short. I'm just going to refill my coffee. Extra coffee on a tail-dragging Sunday. I drank a full pot this morning. I made another half pot. Something I rarely do. Okay, we're ready to go here now. In the bottom of the 7th, the Twins are going to bat for Merritt, which seems a shame. Merritt with a flawless 2 innings of relief in which he struck out a pair. All 5 runs charged to Pascal. Let's see what we have here. This might be a good spot to get Pete Semino some work, so he's going to begin throwing for the Twins. Semino's only worked 2/3 of an inning so far. He appeared in 1 game. Gave up 1 hit, no runs. Batting for Minnesota against Peterson. Let's go to the bench. The Twins, of course, loaded with left-handers on the bench. They would prefer a right-hander here. Why not? Zoilo Versailles grabs a bat. That could also open up potential double switch opportunities here. We'll see what happens. Tovar, a multi-position jack of all trades. Peterson ready to work. Here's Versailles now. Versailles on the season for Minnesota, hitting .232, no home runs, 7 RBIs. Peterson delivers on a 6-6 right-handed fly ball into left field, playable for White, who's there to make the catch for the out. So Versailles retired. And here's Tovar. Caesar's 0 for 3 today. from Peterson, a 6-8 right-handed. That's a triple to 5, and would you look at that? That's a 4. It's going to be down for a triple, the third triple of this game. Tovar rounding, headed for third. The throw from Mantle. He's in there with a 1-out triple. Let's take another look at that play. 6-8 righty, triple to 5. The roll is a 4, and sure enough, it's a 1-out triple for Tovar. Tovar, good speed down there at third. And here's the man of the day for the Twins, so far anyway, Rich Rollins. 3 for 3. And now there's action in the Yankee pen as Dooley Womack begins throwing. Peterson stares in to get his sign. Pitch to Rollins is a 6-10. Fly ball to center field X. That's going to be Mantle. Mantle, a 4-E3. Mickey on his horse. Here's the play. On a 14, he's not going to get that. It's going to drop for a single. And Tovar will score. So an RBI single for Rollins, who's 4 for 4 today. Makes it a 5-2 game, and now one more hit or walk will fatigue Peterson. So just like that, man, how quick they go, right? And Tony Oliva will be the hitter. Elston Howard's making a trip out to the mound. I'm beginning to wonder, Franklin. I'm beginning to wonder. Here's Oliva now, runner on first, 1 away. Let's check Rollins for speed. No speed. No threat to go anywhere. Oliva's 0 for 3 today, left on left, from the stretch. That's going to be a 6-7 grounder to second base X. This could be 2. Richardson Gold Glove caliber at a 1E17, and here's the play. That's on an 11. It's a 7 on a 17. Double play. Richardson, 2 Boyer, 2 Pepitone. A fine play by Bobby Richardson, a 1E17. 4-6-3X will retire the side. Not really any way I can keep. We could keep Versailles in at short, I suppose. And take Tovar out. What inning are we in? The 7th? Boy, I hate to take Tovar out in a way, but that's what we're going to do. Versailles will go in there. Pitcher will go in there. Let me get my score sheet caught up now. Twins settle for a run on 2 hits. After 7 complete, it's 5-2 Yankees. That's going to become the pitcher's spot. Versailles will stay in the ninth spot at short, where he's a 2E44. I want to double check that. I think that's what he is. Yes, he is. And a 17 runner. How about that? Okay, Pete Semino coming on for the Twins. Pretty good card, over 65 innings of relief that year. Looks to be slightly backwards, which is exactly what you want against a lineup full of lefties switch hitters. It'll be Mantle, Pepitone, and Tresh, the heart of the New York order. So here's the Mick to lead it off. Mantle 1 for 3 today. Cimino, the right-hander, ready to work now. Gets the sign from Batty. Here's the pitch from the Mick. It's a 5-9 left-handed grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Versailles. 2E44. So Versailles inserted for defense, gets tested right away. Here's the play on a 16. He's there to make the play and throws him out for the first out. So 6-3X, Mantle retired. 1 away, and here's Pepitone. Joe, 1 for 3. And the pitch from Cimino. 6-8 left-handed, he walks him. So Cimino loses Pepitone. Joe jogs down to first base. And the batter will be Tom Tresh, who's 2 for 3 today. Tresh hitting left-handed against Cimino. From the stretch, 5-10 left-handed. It's a grounder to short X. Look at that. It's Versailles again. 2E44. Here's the play on a 1. He's not going to get that. It's under his glove. It's going to be a single. 1 base advance. Pepitone holds up at second on the single by Tresh. And the Yankees have first and second, 1 down. And Roger Maris coming to the plate. So Cimino trying to keep it close. He's in a bit of a jam here, first and second, with 1 out. Maris 1 for 3 today. Yankees looking to add on as Cimino comes set from the stretch. Pitch to Maris on a 1-5, and they do add on. That's a 2-star single into right field. Pepitone will come in to score, Tresh into third. And it's 6-2 on the RBI base hit by Roger Maris. First and third, 1 out. The batter will be Boyer. Cimino, the infield at double play depth now. 3-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to third base B. That's going to get a run in. Rollins down to Allen for 1 to Killebrew, not in time, and a run will score. So a 5-4 force allows Tresh to score. RBI credited to Boyer. And the score is now 7-2. Here's Elston Howard with 2 away. Elston 0 for 3, lined into a triple play his last time up. The pitch from Cimino, a 4-10 right-handed, right in between damage. He hits a 2-hopper to who else? Versailles. Goes the short way to Allen for the force. And that will do it. But the Yankees add on 2 on a pair of hits, leave 1. And they take a 7-2 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Minnesota running out a ball game. Peterson, a very fine performance today. He's had some trouble with Rich Rollins, but other than that, Costco, Killebrew, and Allison due for the Twins. Costco, this is really not the kind of card you would bat cleanup, is it? What can I say? I just write them in as they print them. Peterson ready to work now. Pitch to Costco. 5-6 right-handed. It's a little ground ball down to third. Tresh charging it. Has it. Throws on the run in time. So Costco retired. And up steps big Harmon Killebrew. Harmon 0 for 3 today. Peterson gets the sign now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 2-9 left-handed. He struck him out. Killebrew strikes out for the second time this afternoon. 2 outs quickly here in the 8th, and it'll be up to Bob Allison to see if the inning continues. Allison 1 for 3. The pitch from Peterson. 6'9" right-handed. That is drilled to left center. Backing up is Mantle. That's going to be off the wall for extra bases. Allison in standing with a 2-out double. So 2 extra base hits for Bob Allison today. A triple and a double. And here's Earl batting. Earl 0 for 2. One more hitter walk will fatigue Peterson. Womack's ready. The pitch to batting. 3-6 left-handed, a grounder down to third. It's Tresh again. Throws him out to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And for the Twins, it's just about all over but the crying. 7-2 New York after 8. Cimino due to bat second in the 9th. He may as well just go back out there. Peterson's going to hit. Peterson, a switch hitting pitcher, will bat left-handed against Cimino. The pitch is a 3-8, struck him out. Not all that surprisingly. 1 down, and here's Roy White. White 1 for 3 today. Cimino into the windup. That's going to be a 4-10 left-handed. It's a lazy fly ball into left field. White lofts it the other way. Allison barely has to move and makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Bobby Richardson 1 for 3 with a walk. Cimino with the windup. Pitch to Bobby's a 4-6 right-handed, and he walks him. So a 2-out walk to Richardson will bring Mickey Mantle to the plate one more time. Mantle, kind of surprisingly, has only 3 home runs on the season. Good power on the card, both sides. Hit 23 home runs and 333 at-bats that year in real life. Batting left-handed. Cimino with the delivery. It's a 5-8 lefty. It's a little nubber to first base. Killebrew has it. Flips to Cimino covering. In time to get Mantle. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th in a 7-2 game. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. It's been a pleasure. Hit that like button for me on your way out. That helps me. And look at this. Fritz Peterson going for the complete game. He reset his fatigue with the allowing only 1 hit and or walk in the 8th. It'll be Allen, a pinch hitter. I'm sorry, it'll be Allen, Versailles, and a pinch hitter. Bernie Allen, 1 for 3. Left on left, Peterson delivers on a 1-9. That's a high fly ball to right field. Backing up is Maris at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Holy cow. Bernie Allen, a week against lefties, hits the 1-9, 1-11, and rolls the 7. I would have to think that's his first home run of the season. Let's look. Sure enough, it is. And it's 7-3 New York. So an unexpected power source there, Bernie Allen. Boy, that's true, Greg. You could say that for a lot of these guys too, I think. Perhaps Mantle as well, although I don't know, Mantle was pretty banged up by this time. His injuries may have been too much even for the DH. I really don't know for sure. Here's Versailles, his second at bat of the game now. He flew out to left. Pinch hitting for the pitcher. stayed in the game to play short. Peterson stares in now. The windup, the pitch to Zoilo is a 3-9 fly ball to left field. That's going to be playable for White. And that's the first out. Now the Twins will send up a pinch hitter. Pitcher hitting in the leadoff spot. Boy, they don't have much on the bench against lefties, that's for sure. They're going to go with Ted Eulander, lacking a good righty. I always have to look up how to spell this. Uhlaender. Ted Eulander. Eulander just, oh my God, are you ready for this? Eulander so far in this replay is 1 for 20. The one hit, it was a home run. So trying to catch lightning in a bottle, and notice he's also a weak. His only hit is a home run. Left on left now. Actually, that goes there. Left on left, the pitch to Eulander. 2-7, base hit up the middle. Eulander comes through with just his second hit of the season. And now we're in the same boat as we were in the 7th inning with one more hit or walk, fatiguing Peterson. Pedro Ramos has joined Womack in the pen. And Mr. 4 for 4 stepping to the plate. That's right, Rich Rollins, 4 for 4 today in his first start of the season. He came into the game 0 for 1 with a walk. He'd pinch hit twice prior to today. Gets a start at third base and goes 4 for 4. Rollins, of course, would go on to become the Twin third baseman eventually. I remember him down there. Peterson checks the runner now. Well, Eulander's a star 19 to boot, so he's going to have to be held on. 17, you'd be a 15 held. In a 7-3 ball game, he's not going to try it. Rollins will hit away. The pitch to Rollins, a 4-9 right-handed. It's a base hit into center field, and frickin' Rollins is 5 for 5. That's an open single. Eulander can go to third. He's a 1-16. Mantle a -3. He's going, and they're going to cut the throw off. His run means nothing. They're holding Rollins at first. And Peterson's fatigued. And here comes Houck, and that's going to do it for Fritz Peterson. So close to the complete game. How many times have we seen this? And with Oliva at the plate, they're not even going to mess around with Womack. They're going right to Pedro Ramos here. Ramos, of course, their save leader in real life. Let's move these out of the way here. Peterson worked 8 1/3. Surrendered 11 hits. 3 runs so far. He did not walk a batter. He did hit one, however. And he struck out, well, not many. Just 2. So here comes Ramos. Semino's done. Eulander at third, Rollins at first, Tony Oliva at the plate. A 7-3 ball game. They need one more on to bring the tying run to the plate. Ramos, there he is, 13 saves on the regular season. Let's see what he's done in our replay. He has just 1 save and a 3.48 ERA across 10 1/3 innings. So Ramos coming in to nail it down. First and third, 1 away. And here's Tony Oliva. Tony 0 for 4 today. Ramos checks the runners. The pitch to Oliva, 3-11, a grounder to second base, and that's going to be the ball game. It's Richardson to Boyer to Pepitone, double play. So a poor day for Oliva. Twice he's come up with a chance to do damage, and twice grounded into a double play. That'll do it. 1 run, 3 hits. 7-3 the final, and I'll have the totals for you in just a second. Peterson gave up the homer. Ramos got the double play, reminiscent of when Merritt came into the inning with the bases loaded and got the triple play. Cimino in 2 innings gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Walked a pair and struck out 1. So the totals on the ball game for the Yankees in the win, they get 7 runs on 9 hits. They made 2 errors. The Twins, 3 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Peterson, his first win of the season. He came in 0-3, now he's 1-3. Pascal takes the loss and he drops to 1-3. Thank you, Greg, and thank you, guys. Chief Spokane Gary, player of the game, is going to be Roger Maris. He drove in 3 of the runs with a pair of hits, including a triple. And thank you, Mike C. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks, everybody. So don't forget to hit that like button for me. Somebody did. And let's look ahead on the schedule, shall we, before I get out of here. Tomorrow is a Monday, okay? Tomorrow's ball game will be the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Philadelphia Phillies. We're going to conclude that 3-game series with Don Drysdale taking on Jim Bunning. So join me at 1:30 Pacific for that. Good pitching matchup anyway. Has all the makings of a good one. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, gentlemen. Spokane Steve wishing you all a very pleasant good afternoon. Take care, everybody. Happy Father's Day once again. Bye for now.